This video is Japanese manufacturing by Acrylic channel. Most people cannot make prevent board. Cutting by saw. Surface treatment by brain. Round the corner by chamfering machine.
さあ問題は穴開けだよな。はい、これからアクリルに穴を開けたいと思います。今回このパーティション
This time I'm making a partition leg. I would like to make a hole using a Japanese cone.
一つの細い
The thin type is 4.1 pi and the thick type is 8 pi.
アクリルの場合
In the case of acrylic, I use a drill sold at home improvement
その
stores.
まま使用してしまう
If
と
you use it as it
パチン
is,
と跳ねて
パチン
跳ねてしまいまして割れてしまい
it
ますので
will snap and crack.
それを防ぐの
So
にこの
I
角
will
ですね
polish the corners a little to prevent it.
研磨すること
It
によっ
is
て
prevented from jumping by polishing. Then this smaller one is the same. However, if the cone is 3 pi or less, it is not necessary to polish the corners.
よし。 はいじゃあ穴を開
Yes,
けたいと思い
then
ま
I
す。
would like to make a hole.
はい、4
Make
点
a
の中に
hole through the 4.1 pi hole. Yes, next time I would like to make a big hole. It's an 8 pi hole. Basically, it is better not to wear gloves when working on such rotating objects. Sometimes you get caught up in a little timing and your hand is brought in. At that time, one or two bones of your hand can easily break. So it's quite powerful. Yes, this was hole work.
はい、じゃあこうやって
Yes, there are two types of holes. 4.1 pi and 8 pi holes.
これはまあパーティション
I'm making legs for partitions, and I'd like to do some processing to tighten the screws in this smaller hole by tapping.
いきます。
To go.
はい、これが
Yes, this is a tap. It's a knife for tapping.
ですね。
There is a zigzag knife here,
ついてまして、
and by passing it through,
この穴の中に
I will make a zigzag that will allow a screw to enter this
今
hole.
回は M5 用
This time,
M5 用
I will make a zigzag for M5.
はい、タップ切りをしたいと思いま
Yes,
す。
then I would like to do tap work. Acrylic has heat, so oil it with a toothbrush in this way.
はい、今。はい。今、タップの
I've just processed the tap,
M5 の
and by processing the M5 and making a jagged inside, the M5 screw can be inserted in this way.
今この作業をしています。
I'm doing this now. Yes, then we will continue tapping.
タップ加工したいと思います。この機械
This machine can put a knife in acrylic, but if it returns in the same direction of rotation when returning, the inside of the tap will collapse.
このタップの中
So it is made to rotate in the opposite direction when returning. It rotates in the opposite direction here. When entering, rotate clockwise, and when exiting, rotate counterclockwise. There is such a convenient machine. At this time, scraps will come out, but if I don't pick up the scraps by hand, when the blade returns, the scraps will enter the hole together, and the tap will collapse or burn inside, and the tap will no longer function. Yes, I'd like to cut the reinforcement used for the partition legs from now on.
痛いと思います。
Jig making. Yes, I'd like to make a simple jig like this and cut it diagonally.
もちろんね、
Of course, this method is not good for things that give accurate accuracy.
はい、切り終わりました。それでは接着します。
Thread chamfer. Since the corners of such acrylic are accurate, the thread surface is treated. And this is a chamfering knife made of ceramic, which will remove the
落とす
corners.
ことによって
When the corners are dropped in this way,
カス
thread-like residue appears, so it is called thread
糸
chamfering.
みたいなカスが出るので
By dropping the corners, the sharp edges are
な
eliminated,
りますので
making it less likely that your hands will be
大
injured.
必須です
And this is a must.
静電防止
Wipe the acrylic with an anti-static liquid to remove static electricity.
本来ねジグを使って
Originally,
するんですけど
it is glued using a jig, but this time it is glued without using a jig.
接着も
In the case of acrylic,
ですので
it is welding rather than adhesion. The liquid melts the acrylic together and crimps them.
溶着ですねお互いを溶かし合わ
I
せ
will
て
use the medicine of the
圧着させる
solvent.
というか
I will put the medicine with this syringe.
注射器で薬を入れています はいこれで
Yes,
完了
this completes the acrylic welding. It looks like this.
はい足の接着が終わりま
Yes,
した
the legs are glued. And this time, I will use these
足を
legs.
使いますこちら側の足に
I made an M5 screw hole on this leg and cut a top. And this is a stupid hole. A partition plate is sandwiched between the legs and screwed.
挟み込んでネジ
And the reason why there are multiple holes this time is that the legs are actually legs that can change the opening of the partition in multiple stages.
足
I would like to attach it immediately.
ビスはこの
For screws, I'd like to use this nylon decorative screw.
こちらが
Yes, this is the partition
本
body.
体です
This time the size is 650 width and 500 height as specified by the customer. First of all, I'd like to make a partition with an opening of about 100 millimeter. Since this is a product, I'd like to install it with the paper attached.
取り付けたいと思いますこ これパーテーション
There is also a stupid hole in the partition
パンツを
body.
合わせるようにね、最後に
So insert the screw through the hole until the last tab was cut.
通して開けます。はい、
It is completed like this.
完成です。
This time
今回
it's
約ね
10 cm open, but you can open it up to 20 cm.
このようなパーテーションです。
It's such a partition.
以上です。
That's all. How was it? Acrylic craftsmanship. If you want to make it, please apply.